Money is going out of my pocket, yeah, and that too on a men's day. I was like, hi, I'm Rajesh, and welcome to another edition of Vlogging with Rajesh G. How are you guys doing today? I hope all of you are doing great, and I hope it continues that way. So, belated Men's Day wishes. I know it was yesterday and I couldn't shoot the vlog, so I thought, why not to share my experiences of Men's Day with all of you? I hope all you men out there were pampered on your special day, because I could see a couple of corporate offices celebrating Men's Day and they have posted the images of them at their social media handles. And let me tell you, I was really very happy because off late I can see even Men's Day is gaining momentum. And as a man, I am enjoying that phase, and I hope over the period of time or over years, Men's Day become much more popular and many more organizations are celebrating it. Come on, we men also needs to be pampered. So let me tell you how I celebrated my Men's Day. Men's Day was an off day, but I had to get up early in the morning, and that to this chilly weather of Bangalore, only because I had booked my car for service. So literally telling you, it was nothing less than a fight, because I thought I'll sleep till 9 o'clock on Saturday and Sundays when it's off days for me, but I had to get up by 7:30 because my appointment at the service center was 8:30, and I thought to reach there at least by 8:15, and it was a new place for me, so I thought I'll take some 15-20 minutes to reach there. So I got up, freshened up, immediately picked the car, went for the service station, and when I went there, since it was a pre-booked appointment, my service engineer was there, and then he inspected the vehicle. He asked me whether I'm facing any issues or not. I said nothing except one and two. He inspected the vehicle and he said, "This is the rough estimate, and this is one thing I hate early in the morning. Money is going out of my pocket, yeah, and that too on a men's day." I was like, I so wish if they had some offer, but they didn't had. I dropped the car, came back home, and on my way back home, what I did was, like, it was already 9:30 and I was hungry, and I knew going back home, preparing breakfast will take another half an hour to an hour. So I thought I grabbed my breakfast from a eatery close to my house, because I had been there a couple of times and the food was good according to me. So I just grabbed it from there and came back home, prepared a mug of coffee, sat aram se, and just was enjoying my breakfast with coffee. But my mood was spoiled because the breakfast was pathetic. Earlier, when I used to go to that shop, no, it was a budding shop, so the quality of food was good. But now, as they are growing up in business, their standards are coming down. Hence, I have decided not to visit that shop any further. My last visit yesterday was the final visit to them. I'll go to some other place, because it's not that I'm very choosy, but I have certain standards. Like, if you have given me a particular food at a period of time or multiple times, then I want you to retain that standard. If you're unable to do so, I move on. And there is one more thing: if I like a shop, I don't want to switch the shop unless there are situations like this. So that guy has lost me, and I have one more shop which where I went, but it was little slightly far away. So I thought, okay, let me avoid that, but I won't mind walking few more steps to get good food, because I'm spending my money there. Then I took a shower. A friend of mine, he called me that he will be coming. I told, okay, give me another 15-20 minutes. I need to get ready. So by the time he told he'll be delayed by another 30 to 40 minutes, I thought, okay, why not utilize that time? I prepared my lunch, and by the time I had almost completed preparation, my friend, he came over. We wished Men's Day to each other in person, because all the other wishes which I received for the day were online through WhatsApp and things like that, because nowadays even WhatsApp is a form of personal wishing. So I took it for granted. We just spoke for some half an hour to an hour, and then he was getting late for some work. He left, and I was like, okay, let me do something productive. Just got busy with some household chores and things like that. But by lunchtime, my service engineer, he called me, and the first thing when I saw his call was like, oh my god, this guy is going to give me another shock. Reason, he told me, sir, I might call you if there are more wear and tears in your car. That means my bill will just shoot up. But he called me and said, sir, your car is ready. And there were no further wear and tears than the one I anticipated in morning. And I was like, I heaved a sigh of relief. I'm like, yeah, this guy has done something good, at least some good news for the day. And I asked him what is the rough estimate of the bill, and he told, sir, the bill amount has actually come down from what I told you in morning. I was like, yeah, now that's something which is making sense for me. So I had my lunch and I left to pick the car. So once again, the service engineer, he came, he told me, he showed me the bills and everything. And let me tell you, I didn't understand a single bit of it. All I knew, I had to give an X amount. And then I told you, okay, if there are any further wear and tears, will you take care of it? He said, yes, sir, we will take care of it. I'm like, okay, done. And then was the time to make payment. And I was like, oh God, do I really need to make it? I so wished if they had a men's day offer that day, because I had already booked it on a men's day. It was not intentional, it was just accidental because it was an off day for me. So and I looked around, if there are any men's day offers, but nothing was there. Hence I gave my card and they swiped it. I didn't even look at the amount because I hate looking at amounts when the amounts are slightly on the higher end. On the way back, I just went to fetch some groceries from my house. I already had the list with me because after coming back home again going doesn't make sense. So I thought, let me just finish all the things, come back home and relax at home. Because after that, I literally didn't wanted to go out. But when I was picking up things for my home, all of a sudden, the knee pain, it just relapsed. And I was wondering how it happened. I know the weather was chilly, but I was following all the instructions which my doctor gave me. But he told me clearly that, Rajesh, maybe there may be a slight relapse, so you should be prepared for it. But I was not expecting it at that moment of time at a shop there. So what I did, I just hurried up, whatever things I could grab, I just grabbed it, put it in a basket, came to the billing counter. Again, there was a queue. I think I just stood there for 5 to 10 minutes. And anyhow, but there was one more surprise which was waiting for me. That was a card which I gave them. It was being declined multiple times. And I was constantly telling the cashier, this is a functional card. I have swiped it multiple times. He said, no, sir, it is not for, it is the transactions are being declined. And I didn't had an option but to give him another card, which I was reluctant to use because I had already used it at the service center. So with a very heavy heart, I just gave him that card. He just swiped it. For him, it was one swipe. But ask me what that swipe costed me. My card was bleeding and my heart was bleeding too. That too on Men's Day when, men were supposed to be pampered. And since this card was declined, my mood was little disturbed. I wanted to know why it happened. So all the way I drove back home, this thing was haunting me, or my mind was completely occupied with it. And I was not able to concentrate on any other thing other than resolving these issues. The first thing which I did after reaching home was I called a couple of people, inquired about the reason why this card was declined, and they directed me somewhere else, and I spoke to them, and then the issue of the card was resolved, and it was then I heaved a sigh of relief because I didn't wanted to experience the same thing the next time I swipe the card at a place, because it's little embarrassing for people, when you give your card and the transaction is declined and people say, the way how they look at you, that's something which I don't like as a person. So anyhow, it was okay. The issue was solved. And it was, I think, only in evening that I actually celebrated Men's Day. And you know how? I just ordered food online. I thought that was the only way I could pamper myself, because my full day had already gone, and there was one more reason. I couldn't stand up for more time because there was leg pain. So I thought, let me just relax. And that is what my doctor also told me when I called him. He told, you need to take the medications and give some rest to your leg. That is what is required, especially in this situation. So I thought the best way to do, to accommodate all the things in one go was to order dinner. Opened Zomato, searched on a couple of food options, the one which I liked, I ordered it. And yes, I started waiting eagerly for it. So had I not given my car for servicing, no, I would have definitely booked myself for a spa appointment because I really love it. Anytime I get a chance, I book myself a spa appointment because it's like you're pampering yourself. But I couldn't do because my full day was unscheduled because I didn't know at what time I may get the car. Anytime they may call me, and spa appointments usually need 2 hours of time. So I decided not to book on Saturday, but I have booked it today. So I called them today morning and I checked with them, are there any slots available today? Because Sundays all the slots are booked. So they have given me an evening slot, and since I go there frequently, so that guy, he knew who I was, and he said, yes sir, there is a slot available for you in the evening. So I'm going to pamper myself today. If not yesterday, why not today? And a couple of my colleagues from workplace, they texted me on WhatsApp, and there was one person who had given me men's day gift in advance. This was something which I wanted terribly. That person knew it, and sometime back, I requested her, if I could get it. So that person told, yeah, if in case I find it, I'll give it to you. But I don't know, was it intentional or coincidental? On Friday, it was given to me, and that person didn't even know that, I have taken it as an advance men's day gift, and I'm looking forward for Monday when I hope few more gifts come my way because I've already told everybody, it's men's day, and some gift should come my way. So let's see what happens. So that was the way how I celebrated my men's day. I hope this video was entertaining for you. If that's the case, like the video, share the video, post your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So until my next video, bye bye, take care, and spread the power of positivity around you.